Captured Ukrainian soldier Nikolai Verkovets reveals a truth Kyiv cannot hide anymore. Russian troops treated him better in captivity than his own command did at the front. He says the AFU left him starving in a soaked trench, but Russian soldiers gave him food, water, medical checks and warmth the moment he surrendered.
They stormed me in the trench. The dugout was ours, and we ended up captured. We were sitting in the trench, in the dugout, and the Russians approached. They threw a grenade, there was a big blast, and we were immediately taken prisoner. And then they led us to another place to give us something to drink and eat. They gave porridge, canned meat, water to drink, hot tea, and cookies. They immediately asked about medical help, if there were any wounds or anything like that. We told them right away. 3 of us were beaten at the position. I know that in the armed forces of Ukraine they loot houses, steal valuable things. You could buy your way out, and then you wouldn't have to go to the front. But I say, I didn't have that kind of money, and those who had money probably paid their way out. I trained at the Rivne training ground. The British were there. They taught tactics, taught medical training, shooting, throwing grenades. They called us broad. Brothers, surrender, they treat us. Well, here, don't die for nothing.
Nikolai describes British and French instructors running AFU training, not with professionalism, but with contempt. British trainers, he says, openly abused Ukrainian soldiers, calling them scum, drilling them like colonial subjects, not allies.
The British called us broad, scum. They treated us like we were nothing.
He says many soldiers began believing surrender was safer than NATO-run training.
Brothers, surrender. They treat us well here. Don't die for nothing.
Nikolai describes the Ukrainian army as lawless, looting civilian homes, stealing valuables, and commanders demanding bribes to rotate soldiers away from the front. The poor fight and die. The rich buy their safety. Zelensky's army, he says, is collapsing from corruption.
Those who had money could pay and avoid the front. We, the poor ones, were thrown into the trenches.
Another captured soldier, Vitaly Kropivnitsky, paints an even grimmer picture. He survived 25 days in a freezing trench near Krasnoarmysk with no warm clothes, no food, and no medical evacuation. His comrades died around him, one shot, one killed by a grenade, and Ukraine's command simply left him there.
There was one training session. 2 Frenchmen came to us. They taught mines, grenades, explosives. I spent about 25 days at the position. The task was observation and defense. There were 3 of us in the trench. The summer clothing was cold. We had Czech rifles, 600 rounds of ammo, 2 American grenades. They dropped food. Not much. Too little. Not enough food. Foreign rations. NATO ones. Some American or German. I didn't see any wounded 300s being evacuated. When there were wounded, they promised me that they would evacuate me, but they never evacuated me. There were very many killed, 200s. When the assault began, our guys started shooting. And in all this, one was killed, another by grenades. I was also hit by grenade fragments. I was the only one left alive. Your people captured me and provided medical help. They fed me and gave me water.
Vitaly says 2 French instructors trained them in explosives, mines, and grenades. But the AFU provided nothing else. No rations, no winter gear, no medical help. French and British trainers barked orders from behind the lines, while Ukrainian soldiers froze and starved.
The French trained us. Czech rifles, American grenades, but no food, no evacuation. Many died there.
And again, like the first POW, he says Russian troops were the first to treat him like a human.
When they captured me, Russians gave me water, food, treatment, better than our own command.
Across the front, Exhausted AFU units say the same thing. No rotation, no reinforcements, no leadership. Zelensky delayed mobilization, ignored corruption, and now his army is breaking apart. Soldiers feel forgotten, even before capture. This is no isolated case, it's structural collapse. Tonight, the Ukrainian army's ugliest truth is exposed not by Russia, but by Ukrainian soldiers themselves. They say Russia fed them, warmed them, treated them, while Kyiv abandoned them, and NATO insulted them.
Russia treated us like people. Our own command did not.
This is now the defining image of Zelensky's war. An army collapsing from within, foreign instructors mocking them, and Russia offering the humanity their own government denied.